What's up, babe? You ready to break down the top 10 movies this weekend?
Yes,
We got
babe.
Doctor Strange in the house.
Mhm.
We got Sonic 2 in the house still, and more. But enough about that. Let's talk about the top 10. So, what we think is going to come in at number 10 this weekend?
Fathers do.
That's right. Father Stew, the Marky Mark movie, came in with $800,000 at the box office, which is a dip of 64%. In 4 weeks, it made almost $20 million, making $19.2 million at the box office.
Nice.
Not too shabby for Mr. Marky Mark. Next
Mm.
up, let the people know what's coming in at number 9.
Memory.
This is the Liam Nielsen flick. There's only so many action memory type flicks we can watch of this guy. And this movie made $1.2 million at the box office, which is a dip of 60%. I know I sound like I'm hating, but
It's only been 2 weeks.
it's only been 2 weeks and it's not doing too well. Made $5.4 million at the box office. I haven't seen one of his movies since like Taken 10. Uh,
Second 10. Dang.
no, so if y'all seen this movie, let us know because I know I'm talking a lot of smack, but it has a Rotten Tomato score of 3082. That might be adjusted, but it was 3082.
Mhm.
Next up, coming in at number 8, let the people know what we have here.
The unbearable weight of massive talent.
This is a Nick Cage movie.
Mm.
It made $1.5 million at the box office, which is a drop of 61%. In total, it made $16.3 million in 3 weeks, with an estimated budget of $30 million. I think this movie is going to struggle to hit that 30 million mark because it has a long way to go.
Mhm.
It'll probably hit 20 million, but then kind of die off somewhere around there. I heard some good things about this movie, but I think it has too much competition, especially in
Mm.
the indie market with everything everywhere all at once. And we're
Mhm.
gonna compare both movies. No one's talking about this as much as they're talking about that movie there,
I want to see the other one.
right?
Yeah.
See, there we go. All right, coming in at number 7, we have.
The Lost City.
The,
All the way down.
hey, it's still doing good in 7 weeks. It made $2.5 million this past weekend, which is
Mhm.
only a dip of 35%. If you look at some of the other ones that dip 50% or more, and this movie's
Oh,
been out for 7 weeks.
yeah.
In total, it made $94 million. It's gonna hit that.
Wow.
I know, right? It's gonna hit that 100 million mark. So women are really supporting this movie. It's a mid-budget movie. It's not like a sci-fi movie or high graphic movies like Sonic or Doctor Strange. It's just
Mhm.
a good story. Supposedly, we haven't seen it, but we
I
heard
wanna
good
check
things
it
about
out.
it.
Oh, we wanna check it out.
We want to check it out. It looks like a fun movie to see,
Mhm.
and we can't wait to see it on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Because we will not go to the theater to see this. If you guys seen this, let us know.
Hater.
But there's just so much movies and so much time. There's only so many
That's
things to go
true.
watch. So
Mhm.
um, love to see it, but not now.
Mhm.
Next up, we
Northman.
got the Northman. Now this is the one that we might see at the theaters, but we got to see Doctor Strange first. We're so behind. Uh,
Mhm.
this one made $2.7 million at the box office. I know your brother really like it.
Mhm.
He said it's amazing.
Mhm.
And see, this movie only been out for 3 weeks and has a drop of 56% compared to the Lost
Mm.
City. So even though it's above the Lost City, expect this movie to drop below the Lost City probably next weekend.
Mm.
In total, it made $28 million in 3 weeks. It
Mm.
is not holding up too well, but we heard good things about the movie. Um, People tend to like it. Unfortunately, it's not doing as well as it should. Because
Mhm.
I like movies like this in general, so um,
Yeah,
you
me
want you
too.
you want them to succeed for people to make more movies like this.
Mhm.
Next up is the movie we just recently talked about, and that was
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
this is A24 film, which dropped only 40%. See, it has a good
Mhm.
holdover with $3.3 million at the box office.
Mhm.
In total, it made $41 million in
Mm.
7 weeks. So this movie is going to definitely cross over that 50 million mark. Um, It'll probably settle somewhere between 50 to $60 million,
Mm.
which is pretty good for a film like this. And I'm happy for Michelle Yeoh. They have some other people in there that I had no idea were in the movie, but um, I can't wait to see it. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have your favorite movie, and that is
Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore.
making $3.9 million at the box office, which is a drop of 52%. This movie
Mm-hmm.
will probably struggle to cross over that 100 million mark in 4 weeks to make $86 million. This movie got a lot of slacking, but at the end of the day, I don't know, man. I gotta watch the Harry Potter series. I'm so behind. I know you love Harry Potter, and
Yeah,
the Harry Potter fans. It just seems like these are just two different movies that people don't really.
they did pretty good though for people hating on it.
Yeah, but if you compare that to the other Fantastic Beasts, this movie is not doing too well. So
Mm.
we probably won't see a sequel, but we'll see. You never know. Maybe it could be an HBO Max series. Next up at number three, we have
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
which made a whopping $6.2 million at the box office, which is only a dip of 46%.
Mm-hmm.
In total, in 5 weeks, it made a little under $107 million. So it's doing really well. It'll probably crack it'll probably get close to the 200 million mark when everything is said and done.
Mm-hmm.
Probably end up around 180, 185, but hopefully it does cross that 200 million mark.
Mm-hmm.
Loved the original. Can't wait to see the sequel.
Yep.
Next up, we got what?
The bad
The
guys.
bad guys are doing so good that it's good to be a bad guy, making $9.7 million at the box office, which
Mm-hmm.
is only a dip of 40%. You see, the good movies got to get a hold under 40%.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 weeks made $57 million. So the bad guys is making that cheddar, baby.
Yeah, it's another one. There's so many movies we want to
There's so many
watch.
movies at the movie theaters, on streaming,
It's so
TV
hard to
shows.
choose, man.
Oh, we know we're gonna watch today. We're gonna watch the rest of that show from. If you guys haven't
Oh
seen it,
yeah.
check that out. But the only thing is it's on Epics. Nobody got Epics. Somebody at my job told me to check it out. I'm like, what? Why are you telling me about some show at Epics? But you can watch the first 3 episodes free. You have Amazon Prime, and then it'll hook you in there, and you get stuck watching the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we got
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
this is really what everybody came here to know. This movie made $185 million at the box office, which is really spectacular. Um,
Mm-hmm.
in 3 days, this is the second best opening since the new era, behind Spider-Man, and that's domestically and internationally. Spider-Man No Way Home made $260 million opening weekend. Doctor Strange a little under that, and then so Marvel is doing really well. I know Disney's really happy because no other movie from Disney was really able to crack that 100 million mark. Like
Yeah.
Eternals flopped, Black
Mm-hmm.
Widow did okay, but they did day in day out with that. And then you had Shang-Chi, which did okay, but this is like their bread and butter. I think one thing you're starting to realize with Marvel moving forward, I think when you lose the established players, it's hard to really build these newer ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the Eternals they have really no links to like they're really like revamping everything. So I think they should do a better job of linking the Eternals, linking Shang-Chi with the established brand because they're kind of like their own in their own little worlds and stuff. I know they're gonna come together, but um,
They're not connecting them right now.
yeah, I think the people want to see that direct connection. I think this really helped because we've seen Spider-Man No Way Home, and we know the affiliation with Spider-Man, Avengers, now
And
Doctor
what's his name?
Strange,
Venom. You
Venom.
see the connection with Venom and Spider Man.
Yeah, but you
What
don't see that
I'm
with
kind of like, it looks good when you're like connecting them back to back because it makes you want to know what's gonna happen. You have to watch Venom to know what's gonna happen with Spider Man, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
yes, kinda. But even though you don't see Spider-Man, it's connected to that world. I think Morpheus did a bad job because I know they was trying to connect it to the world, but nobody cared about Morpheus. Let's be real.
Hmm.
Um, but I heard it was decent, and some people love it, some people hate it. So what the box office says, they hated it because it's already out of the top 10. Worldwide, this movie made $150 million, which is really good. This has a Rotten Tomato score of 75 from the critics and 85 from the audience. versus the original, which had an 89 from the critics and an 85 from the audience. So the audience feel they like it the same. It's about even. Um, as far as the critics don't like it as much as the first one. Next up,
It's
IMDb, huh?
oh, okay, no man.
Yeah, IMDb has a 7.5 and the original had a 7.5. So it looks like even with all the guest appearances and everything else, it's about as good as the first movie.
Mm,
People feel the same way. So if you like the first movie, you're probably gonna like this one. Um, so yeah, let us know your thoughts. Have you seen this movie? Are you excited for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness?
mhm,
Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, comment,
mhm.
subscribe, and give
Yeah.
your firstborn. And
Thanks for watching.
thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.
Bye.